Hi, Scott Orland with CINEMA-Magazin. Sitting next to Richard Gere, brand new film called Arbitrage. I mean, Richard, this is really an interesting story, very timely. I think I was just offended, but I will pretend it didn't happen. It's a really great performance and a really interesting character of this guy because it's so topical. I mean, 10 years ago, people didn't even know what a hedge fund manager was. So I was wondering for you, what was your own insight into this world of high finance and Wall Street?
Well, you know, I try to get people to explain to me these financial derivatives and these financial products, they call them now. And to tell you the truth, none of them could explain to me. They didn't know themselves what they are. Oh, there's just some kind of an insurance against failure, against insurance against failure. There's so many layers that have been used in these instruments that no one really knows what they are anymore. My approach is to find the human being anyhow. I got to do enough that I learn enough that I can do the job.
But he's flawed. I was wondering for an actor, how interesting is that to play a flawed man?
Yeah, and it's more that. This is about the financial world, but it's more about people. So it's more important that I understand the relationships, the family relationships, the lies, the lack of responsibility.
And also the power. When you see this film, that this man has so much money and so much power, what he's able to manipulate around the world around him to kind of get what he needs.
Well, the expectation is with these guys, these winners. I mean, he was explaining it to his daughter what happened. And he said these people, they were winners. You know, I went with winners. I did my research and they win. I win. You know, it was a perfect match. It's inconceivable that they could lose. And you could see this in some of these guys from the financial world that they live in a conceptual world. It's not about flesh and blood. It's not about what most families and people have to deal with in the world. It's these conceptual ideas of power and money and influence.
I mean, you said about winners. I had the luxury of this summer going to the Olympics, and I got to see men's gymnastics, the finals, and it was absolutely awe-inspiring. You started out as a gymnast, and I was just...
Yeah, but I was like that. I mean, that's crazy. It was how I was good enough in high school that I was able to get into college as a gymnast.
But I was just wondering for you, playing a sport, I mean, being that in tune to your body, do you miss those days? I mean, was it something that you look back on that really established a certain aspect of who you are?
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to go into here because it takes too long to do it. But I mean, there is something, especially a gymnast, I think there's something similar to movie acting. And there's a mindset, there's a preparation that goes to it. A routine in gymnastics is very much like shooting a scene in a movie. And there's a whole psychological, emotional, spiritual even overlay that one has to navigate to perform well. And I've seen many parallels with my gymnastics as a kid to what I do as an actor on film.
Well, hopefully we can get this guy on rings at some point and he can show us really what he can do. There, Richard here. But again, congratulations, really terrific film.
Thanks, man.
And this is Scott. Until next time.
Bye, Scott.